Hello and welcome. This is the weekend video. Nothing really to say, no real introduction today, but just to let's get down and let's get involved. I'm going to go through the markets. Going to start on the 4-hour charts and work on to the hourly. We'll review what has gone down this week and see if we can make some informed choices for next week. Let's put it that way. This has been the kind of dominating wave count that I've been working with in Eurodollar for the last, since the wave 2 high there, since January. So I've been working on the development of a wave 3, a large degree wave 3, so that'd be wave 2, and this large degree wave 3 would be expected to kind of continue lower. The market has dropped, the price has dropped, but we have not seen any acceleration lower. So I've had this alternate account, in the background ever since. There's been a few different alternate accounts for the wave 2 green, wave 2 brown, and wave 2 blue. So this week's action is kind of telling. We're rallying off the lows again. I think we're close to a point where we could probably trigger that alternate count wave 2. I think if we got a break of that previous wave 2 high, this wave 2 in brown here, at 113.50 or so, I think we could probably trigger this alternate count. So that would allow for a C wave rally. It should be in 5 waves. Up to break that 115.70 level. So that's what we've been watching. Well, that's what I've been watching over the previous while. The reason I haven't let's say seriously considered it is the fact that we've continually had these spike lowers, these 5 wave patterns lower over and over and over and over again, and it may be a fact that they are simply just C waves of internal corrective action. So it's really hard to kind of to nail this one down, but I think the action over the last couple of weeks is kind of tilting in favor of this larger wave 2 wave count. Okay, so let's get into the hourly chart and see. I still have the operating count in place, wave 2 high in place at 113.47, so we're running up to that again. If we don't turn, if that level breaks, I think we'll just trigger the alternate count and we'll work on that C wave higher. And this rally off the low will be kind of a leading diagonal within that C wave, within wave 1 of C. And then a corrective action in wave 2, and then because you could, I suppose it's a bit of a stretch to call this a 3 wave pattern, but you probably could if you call that a B wave, and then work on this as a C wave. But hence the reason I don't really favor it as yet either. We could get a larger 3 wave pattern again, which would set us up for a rally in the alternate count, but that would be wave 1 up alternate. This would be A, B, C, wave 2 down alternate, and then wave 3 alternate. But I think if we break that 113.47 level, maybe it'll happen this evening. But most likely on Monday evening, or by Monday evening, that'll probably break. And we can work on that alternate rally up in wave C of 2. But for now, we're kind of, in a bit of a limbo situation. We haven't seen that acceleration lower, so I'm kind of preparing to switch to the alternate account, and that's kind of where we stand on Eurodollar. Let's get into pound dollar. It's been playing ball a little bit better than Eurodollar. To silver. This is the 4-hour chart in silver. Again, it looks like we've possibly topped out in wave 1, and we're working on a correction wave 2, and we have a triangle here that will form support for wave 2. excuse me, I moved the wave count up by 1 degree today because the extent of the rally in the last couple of days has matched the previous. It's in proportion with the previous decline in wave in this in blue labels, so it's fitting, I think, to call that to move it up by 1 degree. So we're looking at wave 1, 2, 3 correction triangle, wave 4 topped out up around, what was it, 1550 or so in wave 1, and then we've come tumbling down today. I think this is wave A of 2, and again this could be a flat correction. We could see wave 1 or A, B, C in A, and then a 3-wave correction higher, wave B, and then 5 waves down in wave C. But we have a significant support level there at the previous 4th wave, so that's 1490. And if we get a 3-wave correction into that and then a bounce higher again, that'll be our kind of bullish signal in general that we're going to rally up in a 3rd wave, and I'll be happy about that. Okay, this is Treasuries. We've kind of tumbled lower again today, but I think it's corrective. It's hard to know. We're running towards the end of this rally in wave C, so let's get to the 4-hour chart and we pull that together. So you can see wave 2 here. We have wave 1 low, so we have an A, and then a very long extended triangle, wave B. So we have wave A up in 5 waves, and A, B, C, D, E, wave B, and then we're working on wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're coming to the end of this 5th wave rally in wave C of wave 2, and then we should turn lower into wave 3. So it's kind of convoluted how you might count this at the moment. Wave 3 top, we kind of tumbled lower in wave 4, and I don't like the proportion of this 4th wave, but for the moment it stands. So we could be working on wave 5 in green here, and that should trace out 5 waves, obviously. And then we go off the low here. We've got wave 1, 2. That's probably a running flat wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 3rd wave run up towards that trend channel line there, about 129. But I think the extent of this rally will be up around the 129, 130 level, and then we'll head lower again into wave 3. And so for next week, we've got to see these previous lows here. So this double bottom should hold in wave 2. That's about 127.11, and we should see a run higher in wave 3 of 3. And if we begin to break support again, we'll have to rethink that. Excuse me. If we break support again, we'll have to rethink the idea of a run up to the 130 level. We could be topping out right now, but we'll hold out on that one just now. Okay, that actually finishes it. Thanks so much for being with me throughout the week, and we'll see you again on Monday evening. Have a great weekend. God bless everybody. Bye bye.